Welcome back to Opinion Journal. I'm Mary Kissel. Iran's economy is improving now that the United States has lifted sanctions. Barack Obama just wants to talk. Is anybody going to take action against the nuclear program, and will Israel have to? I've got Global View columnist Bret Stephens joining me now. Bret, how close is Iran to getting the bomb?
Well, it depends on how they want the bomb. And let me put it to you this way. If Iran decided to sprint to a nuclear capability, they could probably have about 5 or 6 or 7 bombs worth of uranium. It really sort of depends on how you count. That they could enrich to much higher levels relatively quickly.
Meaning weeks, months, years?
Months, but 2, 3, maybe 6 months. We just don't know what the status is of their technology in terms of being able to weaponize the package. But certainly within a year, they could have bombs. But the question is whether Iran wants to sprint to just a small nuclear capacity, or do they want to kind of amble and develop their nuclear infrastructure so that when they do choose to break out, as they say, they can do so on the basis of 10, 20, 30 nuclear weapons. So that's a strategic choice they have to make.
Well,
it's hard to figure out.
It's clear that the United States doesn't want to act. What does this mean for Israel? What are your sources telling you?
Well, I've been talking to a lot of sources quite recently, and you know, this has been a sort of a game that's been played, I think, for at least 6 or 7 years. When will Israel strike, and when? So I do so with a certain caution. That being said, a couple of things have happened. I think the Israelis were shocked by the way Obama retreated from his red line in Syria, which made his assurances about not allowing Iran to go nuclear much weaker in Israeli eyes. They were shocked and dismayed by the deal that the U.S. and its partners reached with Iran. They don't believe, just listening to Rouhani saying, you know, I'm not going to dismantle any of the enrichment facilities. They don't believe that diplomacy is going to yield a deal they can accept, and they're thinking very seriously about their options. By the way, every serious Israeli planner I talk to is convinced that Israel can do massive, significant, worthwhile damage to Iran's nuclear capability. Not the damage that the U.S. could do, not permanent damage, but serious damage.
30 seconds left. Does Bibi have the nerve to pull the trigger and do it?
Well, this is the question that everyone asks, and just remember one thing about Israel. It's not Bibi's decision alone. This is not a presidential system. The question is whether the 7 or 8 people who comprise what they call the security cabinet, the kind of sanctum sanctorum, chief of staff of the army, the head of the Mossad, few other key individuals, whether they collectively decide that they would rather bomb Iran than have Iran with a bomb.
Okay. Global View columnist Bret Stephens, thank you very much.